The first purpose is kind of mothering development innovation. So we are really faced with so many complex problems in present day world, which is relates to poverty, relates to employment, it relates to all kinds of factors which puts the poor people always in the same state of affair. So DHAN believes in promoting a new innovation, new kinds of thematic things, so that many people will really get the benefit of this experiment and come out of poverty. So mothering development innovation is one of the primary purpose of DHAN Foundation. With that purpose, we initiated Kalanjam community banking program about 15 years back, and followed by a kind of water theme after 15 years. Then in 2000s we have started again 4 more themes which are now kind of a program status now. The theme of development education, to bring in new breed of development missionaries for the kind of sector to work in a village level situation. Then we kind of promoted a rain-fed agriculture. I think that's one of the challenge in India, that the rainfall is erratic now with the climatic changes, and also the most of the areas in India is rain-fed. So to make a rain-fed agriculture as a viable proposition, DHAN is actively engaged in, and we are also showing new models of models on that rain-fed agriculture. The third kind of the new program after this earlier 2 program is on information technology for poor. So making the digital divide to be really addressed by our information technology program, it really puts the technology in the hands of the poor, so that they can really relate with either with the e-governance, relate with their kind of capacity building on technology to increase their productivity of agriculture or livestock. So information technology is taken to the hands of poor to increase their productivity, increase their income, and to get connected with the governance system. The 4th program, which we really work on, is a very creative. It's called Democratizing Panchayat. It puts all our functional group, either in microfinance or in water or in rain-fed agriculture or in IT, to work as a kind of a local management system. So what it does is, it puts all poor and non-poor together in a kind of structural framework, so that they can really understand each other, so that they can provide a unified governance system at a local level. I think this program brings us a kind of second phase of our development, to bring all functional groups initiative, then bringing a kind of overall local management to work with the government. I think this Panchayat theme as a kind of comprehensive development theme, which puts all the programs together as a kind of integrated development program to bring a kind of sustainable development in a local level. These are the 4 themes started in 2000, becoming a program after 2 well-developed programs. So these are all really a demonstration of our mothering of development innovation. The second purpose is basically to upscale the kind of new initiative as an institution, so that the newly created institutions like Kalanjam Foundation or Vailakam Foundation or a Tank Foundation will take the concept of the program into many areas, not only in India and also in the other countries also. So we have so far created 2 subsidiary institutions which is part of a DHAN collective. One is DHAN Kalanjam Foundation, second one is DHAN Vailakam Tank Foundation. These 2 institutions are now in operation to upscale the theme of microfinance and water. The third purpose is primarily, that's our kind of core competency, is the creative and innovative human resource development program in DHAN Foundation. What is that creative? It really attracts people from at least 200 colleges and grooms them and nurtures them for a development action. I think that's where we are very unique in India. So we take the kind of professional as well as staff through a kind of different stages. We initially take them as an explorer. We provide an opportunity for any individual to come over to taste the development action. So once they really get convinced, then they have been really taken towards the next phase of very structured kind of apprenticeship period for 1 year. The initial exploration is for about 3 months period, where they can make up their mind to continue in the sector, continue in the development action or not. Then later on, they really go in for a kind of a structured apprenticeship program. Then the structured apprenticeship program makes them how to work with the community, how to relate with the community, and to work on a livelihood theme, and to work with the mainstream. These are the three major areas on which they really get trained, and they would start in 3 to 5 years time, would come out with a kind of a good model of working with 2,000 to 3,000 people and to address their poverty. The third stage, we call them as a kind of contributor. Once they really completed the process of exploration and apprenticeship period, they have been provided with a kind of autonomous responsibility of one federation, where they start working with 3,000 to 5,000 people to make their poverty kind of vanish away. So in that situation, the people, the kind of professional, the staff, gets a self-confidence that they can do things to make others' life different in a period of 3 to 5 years. By the time that federation will also become a self-sustainable into that kind of situation. The fourth stage is, once they really got that self-confidence, they really move up and guiding many other younger colleagues. They really take the role of team leadership, either on functionally or geographically, to groom many people in a way that this whole breed of development professional increases, expands in a scale. The fifth one, once they really do a kind of considerable period as a team leadership, they graduate themselves as a kind of a program leader, where they can really expand, or they can really transform into any kinds of situation, either to work in a government system, or work in a corporate, or work in a NGO, or work in academic. So they have a capacity to really operate in that kind of different environment and shape the strategic direction of each institution. So that way, the program leaders are of a highly kind of strategic leaders, which is kind of a highest form of professional development there.